Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 11:11 a.m. Fireside Chat for an astronomy update on this Wednesday, April the 13th, 2022. I am Vickie Meeks Miller, Community Engagement Manager, and as always, I am delighted to welcome my gracious co-host, who will engage our intellectual willpower today, Ms. Margaret Riggs. Thank you so much, Margaret, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure as always.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Margaret is joining us to share info on the marvels we may behold in the skies. So fill us in, Margaret.
Okay. This is, again, a repeat of previous months because most of the action taking place in the sky is in the morning sky. If you're an early riser, you're in for some treats this month. Just in case, appearing in an arc from the horizon up, we have Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and Saturn. Now, in order to see them, hone in on Venus. Venus, as you probably know if you've been up in the morning, is very bright, very, very bright. So it's easy to pick out. All right, Jupiter will be somewhat below Venus. It's also fairly bright, though not nearly of the same magnitude. Past Venus, you get to Mars. Remember that Mars has the reddish tint to it, known as the red planet.
Right.
And then on above that is Saturn. Saturn is very faint, very dim. A lot of it has to do with distance. But in any case, they will be at various points during the month. And if you're patient and the skies are clear enough, you can see them.
Can I ask a quick question,
Sure.
Margaret? When you say early morning, how early are we talking?
Well, before the sun starts coming up.
Okay.
As I'll mention later on, there are some things to behold. It's suggested that you you look at them about 5:30.
Okay. 5:30 a.m.
5:30 a.m.
Optimal time. Okay.
Really early.
Indeed.
Okay, remember last month we talked about the relation between the date that Easter falls on and the vernal equinox?
Yes.
Okay, since Easter is on the horizon, so to speak, I wanted to revisit that just for a minute. The first full moon after the equinox occurs on April the 16th, coming up. And then the first Sunday after that is the 17th, which is Easter Sunday, this next weekend. So there you have the connection again. Let's see if you remember that until next year.
I will, because I found that to be interesting. I never knew why it always changed so much.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Be easy to see if Easter falls early or late next year.
Right. Based on the full moon.
Yeah, it does. Now, for those of you who would rather do your stargazing with binoculars instead of naked eye or telescopes, check out the eastern sky around 5:30 in the morning on April 30th, back to the end of the month. Again, look for Venus, and if you use binoculars, you will see Venus and Jupiter. Venus will be to the right and slightly above Jupiter, very close together.
Okay.
The following night or morning, same time, same place on May 1st. Again, with your binoculars, this time Jupiter will be to the right and slightly above Venus. They will have just switched places. Now, remember when we started out, I told you that in an arc, Jupiter was first, then Venus, Mars, and Saturn. Okay, by the end of the month, Jupiter will have caught up with Venus and then slightly past it.
Oh.
So if we talk about this again in May, it's going to be Venus, Jupiter, and so on.
Okay. And we will talk about it again in May.
Yes, yes, we will. The winter triangle is still appearing in the evening sky, the night sky. It is moving ever so steadily to the west, so it will not be in the sky forever. At the same time, the spring triangle is starting to appear from the east, and it will be rising as the winter triangle tends to set. Now, for those of you who are interested in viewing the winter triangle, it's very easy to find, it's very easy to see. If you'd like to get in touch with me sometime when the skies are clear, sometime probably around 8:30 would be best, because it would be full dark by then, and it's best seen in the full darkness. Like I said, get in touch with me. I'll meet you down here at the town center. We'll go out on the patio or on the sidewalk behind the chapel, and we have a beautiful view of the winter triangle.
That sounds fun. The Richfield Stars, having a viewing of the stars will be quite
Yes.
fun. Yes.
And we don't even need a telescope for it.
Wow. Okay, awesome.
We'll talk about the spring triangle later on. It's not nearly as easy to pick out as the winter triangle. But like I said, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to end up, that's all the information I have about what's going on in the night skies this month. As usual, Richfield Stars will meet after this program. We're scheduled to meet at noon in Roost 52. Now, last month we started watching a video of the life of Stephen Hawking, theoretical physicist. We got about halfway through, so in order to, to finish viewing it in the time allotted to us in the Roost, we need to start at least at noon, if not a little bit before. So grab your lunch, bring it to the Roost, get yourself settled in, and we'll get started on the video as close to noon as we can.
Awesome.
Until then, happy star watching.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Margaret. We'll look forward to viewing the April full moon, known as the pink moon, named for the brilliant pink flowers blooming in early spring. And they bathe the sky in bright moonlight, and that will be again on this Saturday, the 16th. And the pink moon will be fully illuminated for just a moment at 2:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we have a full moon weekend coming, and it should be beautiful. So once again, thank you, Margaret, for enlightening us. And if you see Margaret today, you might want to check out her beautiful celestial-styled necklace, in which there are beautiful stones that orbit, if you will, on the necklace. So she is all into this 2-hour astronomy and Richfield Stars life. So thank you so much for your dedication, Margaret. Yes, ma'am. So, as she mentioned, they will promptly start at noon, if not before today. So head on up to the Roost as soon as possible, before 12 o'clock, and to join them for the Astronomy, Richfield Stars Astronomy Club meeting in the Roost next door. Also, thereafter, if you have no plans, be sure to come out and join us at the Salem Civic Center for the 20th Annual Salem Senior Fair, and that will proceed until 2 o'clock p.m. And Richfield is a sponsor of this event, so we certainly would love to see the residents of Richfield there, and transportation is provided. So if you need transportation, please call 540-380-4699. Also today, do not miss the Lenten service of contemplation, meditation, and song in the style of Taizé here in the chapel at 3 o'clock p.m. And this will be one of the final programs facilitated by Chaplain Michelle Topey, so you will not want to miss this beautiful program and peaceful program, which, of course, the world needs peace at this time. If you haven't already experienced the Stations of the Cross, please be sure to do so this week, as it is quite wonderful. I have the joy of having my office outside of the chapel, and many have just stopped by to express how much they have enjoyed the experience, the interactive self-led experience right here in the chapel that is available anytime there is no programming happening in the chapel. Tomorrow, do not forget that the new format for the Dementia Support Group will start tomorrow at 11 a.m., in which activities are provided for loved ones who may have dementia, or those that can, just be involved in something, while family members and others participate in the support group that will take place here in the community room. So be sure to join that group. And, it is very informative, whether or not you have a loved one or with dementia, to learn about ways in which we can successfully and effectively communicate with those with dementia. So be sure to join us here at 11 a.m. Volunteers are welcome to join us around 10:45 in the Roost to help facilitate the activities. Then, of course, at 1 p.m., the Resident Advisory Council will meet here in the community room. Come out and learn everything about what's going on with the council, as well as on campus. And, of course, on Friday, Good Friday, the special fireside chat at 11:11, those special Friday editions with Chaplain Gary. He will proceed with the second installment as they explore information on what to do when a loved one passes away. Remember that bridge is canceled for Good Friday, and of course, Good Friday service will take place here in the chapel at 3 o'clock p.m. Don't miss the Easter extravaganza on Saturday from 11 o'clock until 2 p.m. And we still would love any donations of eggs, and we would love volunteers to assist in hiding eggs on Friday at 1 p.m. Just meet us here at the town center at that time. And don't forget the special brunch that will be available in the Answer from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Sunday, Easter Sunday service at 10 a.m. will proceed, as well as the special Easter brunch with extended hours from 11 until 2 p.m. on Sunday. The all-you-can-eat brunch with that wonderful menu. And you can pick up menus by the grill in the Answer Cafe, or be sure to check Well Nested. The displays are in your buildings as well as on the app. And if you need help getting the app, just give me a call at 540-380-6526. One final announcement is that there may be an error on some of the calendars that indicate that game time is today at 2 o'clock, which is an error. Game time will be next Wednesday and every third Wednesday of the month at 2 o'clock p.m. in the Quill. So we'll look forward to seeing you on a week from today on Wednesday at 2 o'clock p.m. So finally, from the Jar of Awesomeness, we are celebrating the week that changed the world and continues to change our lives, which is Holy Week. During this time of renewal and redemption, we offer this prayer, praying that the Lord fills all your heart with peace, holds you in his love, and blesses you with his grace on this Holy Week and always. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We hope you will continue to have a wonderful week, a wonderful holiday upcoming if you celebrate, and we certainly do look forward to you joining us next week. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.